Hey there, good morning. This is Dead Garden Tarot. If you're new here, my name is Amanda. Welcome. I pulled out some cards 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I think it was 2. Days are blending. I had a question for Spirit about like a glitch in the Matrix. I was getting some energy switches, and the best way I can describe it is like a glitch, because it reminds me of Wreck-It Ralph and the little girl that was the glitch. And if you are if you're dealing with a love interest, let's say, someone that has been on your mind, you thinking of that person popping up, you may notice that if you see that person's face, all of a sudden it gets replaced with someone else's face, and there's like that glitch, that scratched out. And there seems to be some sort of balancing going on where there's a lot of things that may be tough or rough to get through, but at the same time, you're in flow and things are actually working out for you. So I pulled some cards from the Z108, and I wanted to ask about that. So first we have grapes. Could be grapes of wrath, but for this is about abundance, bearing of fruit. Yeah, I have to get into that. I made the grapes of wrath thing, made me think of a lot of points I've been making. I've been writing them down. I'll get to it. Okay. Still waking up. There's something to be said about your fruit being ready and having it sit almost like a fine wine. All those people that have stepped on you this whole time, your whole life, and now you're a fine, beautiful wine. Oh gosh. Yeah, you're juicy right now. There's a lot of temptation, and the temptation part is good and bad, but that has to do with some of the points I made earlier, so we'll get to that. Next is cross that came out. Yeah, letting go, giving up, surrendering, putting others first, being purpose-driven, heeding the call of whatever path you're on. Repairman is also coming in. Yeah, the healing, the fixing, the resetting. There was a big reset. There was a big rewind. I don't know if anybody notices that in their world, but I definitely have in mine, and it's one of those universal things that are very interesting and cool to me. Yeah, it might be time to make adjustments, or this might even have something to do with the person that is trying to get into your energy. I feel like there's a couple things going on right now. This reading is probably going to be long because that's how I do it. Yarns coming out. So yeah, I was saying that you're in flow, but there might be things that are really rough right now. Things are being untangled. Maybe the person that you are thinking of or dealing with, maybe that glitch that's coming in is someone who's trying to untangle things for you it seems like this person is helpful. This person does want to help you, but I don't feel like there's someone to necessarily trust. But I'm not sure. We'll get into that because there's a lot of, I didn't want to do a reading because there's so much information coming right now, with everything going on in the cosmos, so much going on. And I think today is the official start for like the Lionsgate. And then there's like a whole bunch of other stuff that's supposed to happen from now until September. So next we have Yacht. So yeah, I think you're wanting to, yeah, wind is coming in. There's a lot of air that's coming in, like hot air. And I don't mean like someone blowing hot air. I mean like, and yes, it's hot or in summer, but if you're in the northern hemisphere, there's something about sand and about that hot air that is coming in again. Again, might be like an air sign, could be a fire sign, could be like a mix of the two. The desert stuff is coming in again. Before it was like, what was it, Abu Dhabi or something? And then I was getting Africa at one point. And now I'm getting like states. Arizona, Mexico, California, anywhere that has some sort of like hot desert area. And both of these are 5, so there's definitely a change and a challenge within that. Or you might be attached to somebody. Kerosene is coming out. So either something is exploding in this person that you are attached to or connected to. Something is exploding in their world. Shit is lit on fire right now. And in a good way, but also kind of in an explosive way. So someone might be going through a huge tower moment or a massive epiphany or revelation, regarding you or their life or their path. But this is also about stimulation and about the heat, the fire within. Again, that being ready. And there's so one of the points that I wrote down was dirty, and there's something dirty about this masculine. In fact, there's something dirty about a couple, if not 3 of these energies that are coming in. So you might like it dirty. There's an acceleration coming in with a masculine. I think there's someone else. Like I said, there's a few energies. I feel like you're dealing with 2 specific, okay. So I feel like you're dealing with one specific energy that is far from you, but you are telepathically connected to. Then there is another masculine energy that is coming in, and I feel like he has made himself known in some way. And it's almost like you just got a clue. And then the third masculine energy is a helpful one, that may also be interested, but is one, like I said, that maybe you shouldn't trust. And this one feels like it's trying, that glitch. There's someone trying to get into your energy, but your boundaries are strong. Your soul is strong. And feel like this person respects you and even remotely, like, you scare them in a tiny bit of a way, but I think they love it. So, okay, so next that came out is the White Rabbit. So this is a pretty big, I feel like, general reading, because there's going to be a lot of messages in this, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. So yeah, White Rabbit's coming out. So like I was saying, I feel like you and these masculines are going down, I heard a fantasy path? That's weird. I was gonna say go down the rabbit hole, because that's what it is, right? Delving into something new. Yeah, fantastical. So, a spark of curiosity, yeah, spiritual awakening, heeding the call, your inner knowing. So, yeah, that epiphany, that revelation is coming out under grapes. And then I got a secondary card for that as well, and it's Labyrinth, which is a beautiful pair to the White Rabbit. Someone is gone into the labyrinth. Someone has gone within and is standing in their own. And when I mean their own, I mean their own emotions, their own revelations, their own life, their own shit, their own, the depths of their mind. And this is deliberate. This is a spiritual quest. And it says the long way home. So under cross for surrendering and putting others first, some type of purpose-driven heroic effort. That can be in any facet. That could be the person you're attached to, but I also feel like you have some of this going on in your own life, in whatever way that shows up for you. Maybe being there for a family, being there for a friend, maybe even doing something for someone else to get you out of your own mind, while still keeping boundaries, but being vulnerable in that. Libraries coming out. You guys might read, or this just could be about research, learning, history, learning about yourself, learning about spirituality, like the quest that you're on, reading to heal yourself. I personally like doing that the most. I let books pick me, and I'm never disappointed. Every time a book picks me, it heals me in so many ways, and a lot of them are unexpected. So yeah. So under repairman and the fine-tuning, there's shield, there's a knight. So you have masculines around you trying to protect you. You also have your spiritual team and the universe protecting you. And you are also, which goes with some of the points, I feel like in a very, yeah, like on edge. I guess Queen of Swords, that, yeah, that really goes well. Queen of Swords, or even a tipped Queen of Wands, I guess. Not completely upside down, but a little tipped. There's a sense of being on guard. There's a sense of protecting your own energy and staying grounded and with boundaries, but also blocking anyone that doesn't need to be in your energy, with respect, and there is a heavy support starting to trickle in. You might notice that your money will start to go up. There's more connectiveness between you and other people, no matter how small. Under yarn, with the hassles, the complications, maybe some patience needed, trying to get through with the mischief. Yeah, it's gonna, okay. We got handcuffs, and when handcuffs came out, it flew and it was hard upside down. So I feel like you're no longer being restrained. You're no longer in a stuck position. You are no longer having to wait. Yeah, you've been kind of freed in some way, but I don't feel like you feel it because of maybe some of the, I don't want to say entanglement, but the interconnectedness and maybe rough stuff that's been going on for you. Yeah, that needing to break free. This even might feel like having a bit of fun, even. I feel like your stability is starting. I just seen like posts like go into the ground. Someone has built a strong, stable foundation. Or you could be, in fact, building a house. Under the yacht, the adventure, the prosperity, the wind, the comfort, declaration is coming in. So someone is coming in to declare how they feel. This may be a declaration of how well you're doing, business, job-wise. This may be understanding the rules of the game, the rules of engagement. Yeah, and challenging the status quo, standing in your power, and not apologizing for it, and not feeling bad about it. So last we got rainbow. So there is a wish being granted. Your patience has paid off. Like I said, you're no longer having to wait. That is coming in. Whatever promises that were made to you by the universe, you are starting to see now that these promises are going to be, I don't know, handed out in full, received. The whole notion of the universe showing you how good it can really get for you. I feel like it's like you're looking at the door and you're literally an arm's length away of that door opening. Like someone has already knocked and has made themselves known. Pioneer is also coming out with this rainbow. Yeah, you're showing that you have grit. You're showing people that you have that courage, and you also have, yeah, there's like a trailblazing going on. There's a boldness. And you're navigating all of this territory really well. The bottom of the deck is the checkered flag, which to me is a really good confirmation with this journey that you've been on and everything you've had to go through. You are in the last stretch. There's a reading I did when I very first started this channel. It's been over a year. Yeah, that's so weird. And 10 is on the clock. That's full circle. That's mastery. It reminds me of the one that I did with I think it was 3 knights and a queen. That feels like that's coming in. If you haven't watched that video, please go watch that video. It might resonate for you. Yeah, 3 knights and their queen. How you have 3 masculines supporting you. 2 of them want you for you in different aspects, and you have that choice. But then there's also a 3rd one that is also helping and supporting you, but they have some sort of end agenda that might not go over well. Like I said, not surely to be trusted. Yeah, there's a completion, there's a verdict, and there is a achievement that has been made in many different ways. And these are Leo. So you are shining right now. You might have Leo, you might have fire in your sign. We have a lot of, there is actually quite a bit of fire here. Air and fire. Couple of earth, but mostly air and fire. So with regards to the repairman and the shield, I feel like, what did I write down? Yeah, with the dirtiness, there's been pin action also coming up. There's a term in bowling, for those of you who don't know, that we call pin action. And pin action is always welcome and always good. So it means that you're getting a lot of action in the pins. So when you throw your ball down, you get a lot of those bouncing going on. It bounces off the back, bounces off the side, bounces off other pins. Love that, because strikes are a lot easier and a lot flashier. And it makes up for really good hard spares. So I feel like that has something to do with the energy. So there's a dirtiness when it comes to having fun, and maybe your shadow needs to break out a little bit and play. And yeah, even though things are rough, you may like feel like you're in the gutter, or sliding around with everything. There's a lot of good that's happening, and you're making out pretty good. Yeah, so with regards to the dirty and the pin action, I feel like these masculines, I feel like they have a very big dirty side, and there's a heavy masculine energy coming in. And I was kind of making jokes and saying it out loud, but it doesn't seem to want to go away. And it's been like an entire week and a half, if not longer. And it's like this is either how someone's feeling, or this is a masculine that is attached to you or connected to you in your energy, that and doesn't have to be just in your energy, could be also in 3D, physical. I feel like it's both. I feel like you're dealing with 2 of these masculines already in the 3D, and then one of them you are not. So something to be said about being so deep in your masculine that you want to go to a strip club. Just go and objectify women for a little bit. Yeah, bringing out the old Latin quarter days. Getting jiggy with it. Oh, sparkly booze in your face. Gotta love it, right? And that made me think of the dirtiness. And I was thinking, like, you know what they should bring back on public access TV? Mud wrestling. Because that was tight. Oh my God. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe you've mud wrestled yourself. Maybe you're just into mud wrestling. Yeah, there was that KY jelly one too. That's stupid. Just bring back Musler. Yes, Amanda, that's great. Okay, moving on. Yeah. So questions. What about these masculines? Yeah, what about them? Dirty rednecks, right? Who doesn't love a dirty redneck? Okay. I don't know, maybe that's your thing. Maybe you like the clean cut guy in the nice suit. I personally do not, but yeah, and that movie keeps coming in too, and it just makes me laugh so hard. Wait, what is it called? Jamie Kennedy. God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Where's White Kong? You probably know what I'm talking about. The Jamie Kennedy one where he's like the the white hip hop guy. God, that was a funny movie. Where he's like, King Kong's got nothing on me. Or the guy's got game cast. Sorry. Getting digressing. What is it? Is it Dreamcast or GameCube? I guess I got what I got. Okay, sorry. Oh my God, I'm losing it. Okay. I apologize. Okay, I did that. Questions. So, okay, what can we know about... Well, we're dealing with 3 energies here, and we're dealing with a lot that's coming in. So there's huge shifts going on. Okay, there you go. Soulmates is popping out. You want to know what to talk about? Here we go. We got soulmates. So these masculines could be in your soul family, here to reveal things to you, to help you, to support you, and you, vice versa. I just heard he wants you. So if you see this card, it almost looks like the masculine is holding some sort of, I want to say like sacred present or sacred light, and he's hiding it behind, it's her back, but he's hiding it behind his back, almost like he's a gift from God, and or one of these masculines is going to give you the one that's made themselves known, maybe, or the other one that you're not dealing with. One of these masculines has something for you. Something special and divine. something you need, something that is going to surprise you, that you don't see coming, something that's going to make you cry, because it's one of the most heartfelt and thoughtful things that someone could ever do and has ever done for you. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, this masculine might take a weight off your shoulders. Yeah. Ship. I just heard there's two sides to every story. I'm not sure what that means. And I heard tread lightly. I feel like the one that's made themselves known is trying to tread lightly. He's feeling you out. God, he's so intriguing. And he's really intrigued by you. And he's been watching you. He's been checking up on you, learning about you. He wants to get to know you more. You fascinate him. It's also reminding me of one of the other readings that I did where someone really gets off on dirty talk. What can you tell me for the collective about... Well, let's find out about the yarn and the upside down handcuffs, about being released. What can you tell me about no longer being... Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. So past lives is coming out. So I feel like this is really bringing in hard Chiron energy. So wounded healer stuff. So I feel like you have healed that wounded healer. So you may be, you may have Taurus significant in your chart. Find out where your Chiron is. Yeah. It's unraveling, like your past lives, whatever karma you had to go through, whatever you had to sort out. Like I said, being in the last stretch of what you were supposed to clear out or heal or integrate, fuse. And it's also something to be said for the past lives that you may have had with some of these energies, these masculines. That's cool. Yeah, like I said, there's just there's this expansion, this like opening, this unfurling, almost like, you know, a flower opening up, or that's so weird. So I got this vision of like this mechanical thing, like I don't even know what it was, but it was like this mechanical thing, and it was just like opening up like this. And then it made me think of Game of Thrones, the opening credit, where they have that whole working city and the timer goes off and everything like opens up and comes out and opens this way, and all the little functions. So there's like a lot of mechanisms that are going on. Something has been massively set in motion and is already so far down the line, it cannot be stopped. It will not be stopped. And like I said, you're about to have that door open. Someone has knocked on your door. Someone very well might ask you out in the next month, if not sooner. What can you tell me about the repairman and this shield? What can you tell me about a vessel wants to come out? I feel like whoever, the people that want to evolve, the people that want to grow, the people that like your energy, you will see growth in them and you will see a change in them. And they will enjoy being around you. But then there's others that will kind of disappear or fall into the background. There may be masculines that like your soul and your light irritates their demons. You've put walls up and boundaries, or you've, drawn your line in the sand, so to speak, so that they know where they stand, and you know where you stand. That's really interesting. The Six of Lotuses is coming out. Yeah, you're breaking through. Anybody who wants to be around you will blossom with you and grow with you, and anyone else will sink into themselves or be removed. Someone is having a breakthrough. To me, that the Six of Lotuses to me is like a good confirmation of the White Rabbit in the Labyrinth as well. Can I get one more for that? The Shore. This is giving Judgment Day. That's like raining down fire. This is, wow. So this is giving me two things. One, this is giving me like, not like D-Day, but like Judgment, but, yeah, the fire in the water, where fire meets water, fire rains down. It's like volcano exploding. And then what happens when the lava goes into the water? It makes rock, it makes land, it makes new. It's a rebuilder. The shore, waiting for your ship to come in, waiting for that adventure. Sorry, I'm trying to pick up on this thing and I'm trying to get more information. I feel like this has to do with the masculine that is not physically in front of you, maybe? But I also feel like this has something to say about you as well. Like you're standing on the shore. You're accepting the fire. You're accepting the heat. Your emotions are rolling. But you stay grounded as you ebb and flow. Yeah, I like that. I heard there is some turbulency, which makes sense. What can you tell me about the kerosene, please? The rainbow and the checkered flag. This unpredictability. Wait, I'm doing these upside down. This unpredictability. And this isn't volatile. This is good kerosene. Kerosene heats you up. Kerosene is cheaper. I grew up with kerosene heaters. They were really cool. Dogs love them to sit in front of them. You think they're gonna go up in fucking flames. It's so hot. But because the rainbow, the pioneer, and this checkered flag is in, maybe you just feel really volatile right now. Maybe you feel, because of the deep masculine energy that you're in, you're feeling super grounded, but maybe you're feeling like a little too grounded. Like your roots are reaching so deep and healing that your tree is growing and starting to bear fruit, as above, so below. So if you've healed, the deeper you heal, the more you heal, the deeper your roots go. And you may be picking up on that root system, that energy, that information that's coming in, much how like underground mushrooms, they all communicate with each other. Forged in fire. Allowing yourself to, yeah, if you are a fixed metal sign, this person is heating you up to mold and polish like your metal. That gold, baby. No, oh my God. Great. Okay. What can you tell me about the kerosene and the rainbow and the pioneer, please? My God. The Four of Birds. It's giving me, I heard night and day. So this person very well might be the person that's coming in that has made themselves known. They could be your opposite. You could have an opposite sun moon. You could meet them there's an eclipse coming. You could meet them during this eclipse. Or they could ask you out around this eclipse. Or this has something to do with a change. Like when someone says like, it's like night and day, right? Total opposites, completely different. Maybe this person is completely different from anything you've ever dealt with in your life. And it's giving that rainbow, and it's giving the uncharted territory, the making a new trail. This is really giving me, I'm going to show you the card. This is really giving me today's card of dream time and creation. I feel like you're allowing yourself to start dreaming and thinking outside of the box. When God says that he's like, let this thing go, I have something far better for you. Show me how good it can get. I feel like this is the time for you. Something has expanded, something has opened. This person has made themselves known, and now you're starting to wonder. Now you're starting to see how this person fits in your life. What are the qualities? How this person makes you feel? What are the differences? Not comparison, but the pros and cons. And there's something to be said for, what do we have? 43. There's something to be said about, so when men and women make a list of the person, like their dream person, right? And they have like a list, or for those of you that are very spiritually gifted and inclined and have that pattern recognition, and you were told by your team, by God, the message that you receive from Spirit about the things to look for, about key things that you want for your future life and your partner. I feel like you're going down the list and you're seeing if this person is checking off all these things. And it gives me it's making me think of music, and when people make music and when they write music, there are only so many notes, right? And there's only so many combinations. And then people add their flair, people add like here and there different things, they switch it up. But there are songs that sound the exact same as other songs with a different twist and whatever. I think you know what I'm talking about. So I feel like the same is true for the list of things that you're looking for that make up these different patterns that encapsulate all the items that you have that you're supposed to be looking for. Yeah, and it made me think of like the TikTok readers, the new age readers that now when they do videos, there's like a list on the side of all these points, you know, like numbers, colors, like things that are showing up in their world, like all these different travel, like blah, blah, blah. So all these things are starting to show up. If you've been watching me for a little while, you'll notice in my videos, and it'll be the same for other readers as well, there's a couple handfuls of things that they will talk about, they will have in their readings, because it's part of their journey that will continuously show up because those things are on that person's list. So for me, air's been coming in a lot, fire's been coming in a lot, desert's been coming in a lot, the dirty stuff has been coming in a lot, construction, military, those are the things in my world. So those are the things that are going to show up. And same goes for anybody else. Yeah. I'm going to leave it there. There is another reading that I want to do about this person that has made themselves known. But like I said, there's a whole bunch coming in and I want to wait it out a little bit. And I really did want to do a reading. I wasn't super feeling up to it, but I'm trying to stay consistent with everything on my plate right now to at least try and give you some sort of content, whether it's in a short or a post or in a video or even on an Instagram story. So I hope that you guys got some sort of information or resonated with this reading at all, or just like my stuff. If you do, please like and subscribe and join the garden where we like to heal and we like to play and we like to cultivate. And we like to plant the seeds for the dreams that we envision for the life that we want. I heard he's coming and I heard he's here. And things are going to be better. And it's been a bumpy, crazy road, but so well worth it. And I will have more for you soon. And keep loving yourself, keep doing well, keep taking care of yourself, balance, stay grounded. And until next time, peace, God bless.